Good evening, Crafty Army. See if I can find you on the group. Oh, yes, there you are. Hi everyone, Caroline here. Hope you're all well. It's been a beautiful day here. Hope you've all had a nice day. Hi Maria. You remembered. Good girl. Lovely to see you. Thanks for joining me, sweetheart. I'm going to be making a calendar gift today, this evening, and I'm going to be using, I don't know if who of you, oh hi Christine, thanks for joining us, the Old Fence and Riverbank. Now Old Fence is still available, but Riverbank is an older one. Good evening Karen, how are you? Thank you for joining us. Yes, it is an older one, is Riverbank, but you know, Stamps by Me have a buy and sell group, so if there's ever something you know that's out of stock now and you would really like, it's always worth asking on there, because you know people sell things that they're not using. So hey Brenda, thanks for joining us, lovely to see you. So like I was saying, I'm going to be using the Old Fence, Imala Old Fence and Riverbank for this. So those will be the stamps I'm going to be using. Oh good, glad to hear it. Hi Amanda, how are you doing? Thanks for joining us. Hope you've all had a good day. So I'm going to show you this. And it's a little desk calendar that stands like that you can make. You know, you can send that as a birthday card or just as a gift. Oh, glad to hear it, Karen. And they're so easy to make. So let's get on with it. You'll need a piece of cardstock, A4 cardstock. Now, I do recommend using something fairly stiff, otherwise it's going to flop about. You know, I have got different papers, but I'm going to use this blue card because it is quite a good GSM, that one. So I'll use that. And the size we're going to do it is 11 inches across. 11 inches across, like that. Whoops. Let me bring that down. You can't see that, can you? So that's going to 11 inches. Hiya, Wendy. How are you doing? You're not out shopping tonight then? Oh, hiya, Becky. Thanks for joining us. Lovely to see you. So that's 11 across. And the other way, turn it round and then cut at 8 inch. Like that. So that's 11 inch by 8 inch. And then we're going to score it. And we're going to score at, where's my score tool? At 4 1/4. And at 8 1/2 inch. 9.5 inch, and 10.5 inch. This is quite stiff card, this, so it's what I want though, so that it's quite secure. I don't know why that's not going in that line. That's weird. Come on. Why is it going down into that other thing? Let me do it at 1/2 inch on this side. Okay. Oh, Amanda, you're going to make us all hungry. See you later, sweetheart. Go and enjoy your food. So that's it. And what you're going to do is you're going to fold on that first score, which was your 4 1/4, and then you're going to fold again on your 8 1/2. And then you're going to fold this back. So we're going to concertina this. Fold back on your next score line, and then this little 1/2 inch one at the bottom, fold upwards like that. Really burnish the lines so that they're nice and sharp. And rub your tool by your nose. Oh, does that work, Karen? Oh yes, the little calendars. Oh, hiya Jane, thanks for joining us. Yeah, good for you, Wendy. Have some fun instead. Oh, you didn't finish work till late, did you not, Jane? Hope you're relaxing now. Amanda's gone off to eat a tea and making us all hungry. So that's going to stick down on there like that. And that will be the base of your calendar. Can you see how that works? So you know that trick, do you, Maria? You rub the tool by your nose, just so that make it greasy. So this here needs to be glued. Now you can use your red tape or your wet glue, whatever you think will be strong enough. So I'm going to go along with my tape gun. And I'm going to add a little bit of glue as well, just to give it a bit of wiggle room, give it extra stick. Hi Anne, how are you? So when you come to glue this on, you need to make sure that it is exactly on that line and it sticks exactly down like that. This is why I put a bit of wet glue. It just gives you a little bit of wiggle room if you need to move it. And again, just burnish it. So that's the base of your calendar. Okay, that's how it stands up. Hi Andrea, lovely to see you. Thanks for joining us. Oh yeah, you've not missed much. We're going to be using the stamps The Old Fence and Riverbank. So we now want a piece of cardstock to go across here that we're going to work on, and I'll just get my cardstock. And get my cutting thing back. Now this one is going to be 7 3/4. Seven and 3/4 by 4 inch. that should work. Okay. So when that fits on there like that, that should just fit in nicely, giving you just a slight border around. Can you see? There we are. So we're going to work on this. And these are your sizes. Want to take a screenshot, you can do. But that's the size of your calendar base and the top card. Okay. I will actually be posting this on the Imala page later. Not the video, but all the details of how to make this. So you will be able to catch up on the Imala page. Have you all been watching our Carley tonight on Create and Craft? She did an amazing show for the card hut. Fantastic. Did you get your cottages, Amanda? Oh, she's not here. She's gone for a tea, hasn't she? Right. Now, obviously, the old fence is a big stamp, and we actually don't need it all. So I'm doing it off to the right here, like that. So let's push that over there. Like that. Yeah, no problem, Jane. Catch up whenever you want, sweetheart. It's always there for anybody to catch up. It's not always convenient to be here for lives. I understand that. Oh yes, it does, Christine. It looks lovely next to those old gates. Oh right, okay. Yes, yeah, get her on catch up. She's done a fantastic show. I think they sold out. It was so good. I think it was a complete sellout. It was amazing. So that's that one. And then the riverbank. I just want part of it. I don't want all of it. Yeah, I will definitely be putting it on there, Karen, and I'll put a link to it once it's there, so that you'll be able to catch up anytime you like for if you want to make one, because they are nice to make. Now we want to pop this. And the other nice is the waterside stamp as well. That's got the boat on. And that's lovely for this. But for this one, I'm just going to pop this so that the line of the landscape is at the back there, like that. I'm going to bring that down a little bit. There we are. Leave some room for the sky. And this is how you can incorporate both your stamps. To make an amazing picture. You know, this would be good on a DL card as well, you know, not just for a calendar, but on a DL card to do a scene like that. Oh, that's come up nice, hasn't it? Okay. Put that on my sheet. And I'm just going to move that stamp now. I'm going to do a bit of painting. Hey, it looks good just as it is, doesn't it, Jane? Could do that, couldn't you, with a, you know, on black card instead of the blue, you know, on a black, and just have it all black and white. That's be brilliant. Now, obviously, this doesn't carry on, so if you get a fine liner, a black fine liner, this is a 0.3, and you just go carry along that line, like that, along the back. And of course you can add a bit of grass. Yeah, a little bit of things in the background. And add a little few trees there. And it just extends that. So easy yet so effective. So we're going to go with a bit of tumbled glass for the sky. Distress Oxide. I've not got my pot of water here, down here this week. We are not having an accident. Did you, Karen? You made yourself one. Good for you. They're nice, aren't they? Especially for if you're in an office as well, and, you know, for on a desk in your office, you've not got a lot of space. Just add a bit more paint on there. Don't want the sky too dark because we've got the water in a blue. I'm going to paint that in the back there. There we are. Do you like this, Anne? Okay, and then we're going to go with the water, and I'm going to be using a Salty Ocean. I know it looks bright, but once you water it down, it looks quite good for the water. And I love with these stamps how you get this reflection. That, you know, Carley's really got it perfect for things like this, and you're doing a scene and you've got the reflection there. It really makes the picture. Makes you wonder what this owl's thinking, doesn't it? He's looking at something. Looking for a mouse, do you think? Oh, well, you'll be able to do this, Karen. I got my little calendars off Amazon. And they were only cheap. They were really cheap. And I think I got about 10 in the pack. It looks like everybody's getting a calendar this year. You need more ink pads. Oh, it's worth it, Christine. It really is. Now, just go with it a little bit darker. Do it a little bit darker so that you're getting a little bit of shading, like that. And don't forget, you can just wet it and thin it out if you feel it's too dark. But it just gives you that effect of the water. Of the light and shade on the water. See, this is so easy to do. So easy to do. See that bit of shade in there? It's made such a difference, hasn't it? Yeah, that looks like water, doesn't it? Oh, does it, Jane? I didn't know they'd put up fake owls to scare off snakes. Thankfully, we don't have that problem. I read in the newspaper today that that bed bugs are becoming a problem. That's scary, isn't it? So we've got to be careful of them coming. Okay, so we're going to go with the wood now, and for that I'm using gathered twigs. And again, going to water that down. So we'll do the fence. A little bit of the owl. You know, it doesn't take long, does it? Try, they're called calendar tabs, Karen, and try Amazon. And also, the Works normally have them in. I don't know if they've got them in yet. I know when I last went in, they didn't have them in stock, so that's why I went on Amazon. Yeah. There was somewhere else that does them as well. I can't remember who it was now. And of course, you've got your tree. And then do it again, but for your fence, but do that dark without the water on, because you're going to do your shading then down the side of your fence. And see what a difference that just makes. Can you see that? It's just giving it dimension, hasn't it? So keep to the one side, you know, where your light's coming. So under the fence, at the ends. It's very therapeutic, I think, painting. Now you sit there and I've got a bit of frayed burlap here. I'm just going to pop that on. It's a bit darker for shading on the tree. It's sort of different brown, isn't it? There we are. And then a bit on the cabin. There we are. I'll wipe that off. Hiya, Lozzie. Thanks for joining us. How are you doing? We're having a play painting. Better late than never. So I've got 3 greens here. I've got bundle sage, shabby shutters, and mowed lawn. I'm going to go with Which is the dark one? Bundles. That's the dark one. So I'm going to go with Shabby Shutters, because it's a bit of a brightish green, isn't it? Don't need much water on there. Oh, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Whatever you've missed, don't ever worry, Lozzie. You can always get on catch up. So we just need to fill in some of the tree with your light green. And that in the background there. And then your tree. You don't have to be too particular for doing your base like this, because it just needs to be covered. Like that. And then your grass down here. And then we're going to, I made it look so easy, darling. It is easy. It is easy. And the thing is, you know, when you're painting, there's nobody there to, you know, say, you know, what's right and what's wrong. You just enjoy it. Just enjoy the experience. Glad to hear you good, Ozzy. Yeah, that's the thing, Anne. It's just experimenting. So this is the mowed lawn, and I'm just using it to put a bit of shade in here, and a bit of shading in the trees, and again, just dab it in. Like that. And you see? So you don't have to be too particular. Hi, Anne. Thanks for joining us. Lovely to see you. And again, just depict all your leaves out like that. Just with a narrowish sort of brush. This is a Hemi brush. They really are beautiful brushes. And then just dab at those that are on the edge. And the reason I'm not doing a Christmassy scene, I mean, you can do a Christmassy scene if you want, but they've got to have this to look at all year. So I thought I'd just do a scene, you know, that's sort of suitable for all year. So dabbing in there, like that. And then on your grass, just depict out those bits of grass that are standing up, like that. Can you see that? Can you see those bits of grass here? There we are. I think that's all the green. Just check you don't have white bits. That's it. There we are. It's looking lovely, isn't it? Yes, a sunset even. That would be fabulous, wouldn't it, Maria? We'll do that again sometime. So that's the greens done. Just wipe my mat. And I want a little bit of grey. So I'm using the Distress Oxide Hickory Smoke. And I just want this for the roof. Now, my brush is still wet. so I don't really need to put more water down for that. Okay, there we are. Just make sure that my nozzle's pointing the right way, because I did this the other day and it was pointing straight at me and I wet myself through. I gave myself a face wash. What am I like? Okay, now obviously you've got your flowers, and I'm going to use this is an aqua Spectrum more aqua pen, and I'm going to use the fine end just for doing the stalks and the leaves, just to colour those in and bring them out, and also just to do a little bit of shading on some of the grass. It does make a difference, it really does. There we are. And these flowers I'm going to do a yellow. I'm using my Posca because it really makes the colour stand out, you know, because they're quite bright. Makes a bit of a difference. You can really see those flowers. And where's my purple pen? Doesn't matter, I'll use a bit of copper. A little bit of copper for inside there. And don't know where my lavender's gone. Like that today. Not to worry. Put it somewhere. But it'll turn up when I don't need it. Always does. And I'll just add a bit of pink on these here, which is what I wanted my lavender for, but it doesn't matter. It'll be somewhere. Okay, what do you think? Looking nice, isn't it? Your chat's frozen, has it? The stag, oh yeah, yes. It will make a lovely stamp, that, Christine. It's quite fabulous, that, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to get this back now. I'm going to stick this down. If you're doing it as a gift, you can do white card on the back, and then you can, you know, do a little message, stamp a message on there, like happy birthday, or, you know, a nice stamp. So let's glue that on. Jane, are you proud of me? I've not used any glitter. I've been very good. So you could just be careful where you get this centered then, and make sure it's nice and centered. And that sits lovely on there, doesn't it? What a nice scene to look at when that's on your desk. I don't think you'd get fed up of looking at that, would you? And these are the little calendars. So again, I'm just going to glue that at the back. And I'm going to pop it down there. Like that. There we are. Yes, it is worrying, me not using glitter. It's quite shocking actually, Jane. I must be, let me just feel my temperature. Yeah, fine. I must have just lost my marbles. If anybody out there can have a look around and find my marbles, let me have them back, will you? She knows me caring for my glitter. Yeah, it's pretty that, isn't it? And that just stands up like that. Nice on anybody's desk. So that's the other one I made, but I did a white background. But they do make for nice gifts. Now, we've still got time to do a little bit of journal. Are we up for a bit of journal? I'm going to work on this this lovely rag paper tonight, and I'm going to be using. Oops, let's move you for that for now. I'm going to be using the kindness stamp, the Imala kindness stamp. This is the one. I mean, you actually get this lady here that's handing, I think she's a fairy. She's not got any wings, but you could make her some wings. And she's holding the balloons and handing it down to this little girl. It's beautiful, isn't it? Let me see if I've got the link for that. That's the link for the old fence, if you haven't got it. And that's the one for kindness, if you've not got it. I don't know what that is. Yeah, if that's helpful to anybody. Okay, so you can see it's quite a big stamp, isn't it? It's quite a big stamp, is that? Look at that. Take it out and I'll show you. Look at that stamp. Fabulous. So what I did was I stamped it and I've cut it out, and I just want to colour these in. On my journal today, I am recognising that it's baby loss week. So that's what I wanted to take into account, is baby loss week. So I'm going to be in pinks and blues. So we'll do a balloon in pink. And a couple of those in pink. Like that. And this one is like a turquoisey green blue. It's lovely, that. Do a paley blue. I've done sort of an aqua like that, a greeny colour to represent, you know, baby loss when you don't know whether they're a boy or a girl. But at the end of the day, it's a loss, isn't it? Oh, thank you, Jane. Thank you, Anne. And we'll do one in yellow. And then we'll do this little girl's dress. I'm going to do that in a lavender. These are my Stettler pens, the pigment brush pens, which are absolutely gorgeous. Just shadow that a bit. And one of them is a really good flesh colour. They're the pastels, these. They do the full colour range as well. There we are. And her hair, blonde. Yes, I think they're Leonie's favourites, these. She does like them. And yes, they are very, very good. Very good. Let's darken that down a little bit. And give her an aqua blue, a bow in aqua as well. There she is. We've just got our doggy now, haven't we? Yeah, a little corgi. Just do a little bit of shading like that. And they're all coloured in now. Right, are we having bets if I can abstain from using glitter? Okay, place your bets. Place your bets. Who's going to win, who's going to lose? Now, on my page, I just want to do a little bit of watercolour. I want to watercolour on here. So I'm going to use some quiche flamingo. I like quiche flamingo. You think so, Jane? I'd be a bit rubbish if I don't. If I don't use a bit of glitter. Well, I might do. You might just have taught me into it. I love this rag paper. I really do. Okay. Cloth. And some blue. This is going to be Faded Jeans, but I'm going to really water it down like that. Yeah, the best of your journals, you can just do what you want, can't you? And it doesn't really matter how it turns out. Just have fun with it. No, it wasn't planned. It's not planned, Jane. I haven't planned on glitter. Do you like that colour? Rosie, yeah, it's nice, isn't it? So that's that done. I'll just dry that off a little bit. Okay, everything just fell on the floor. That still feels a bit wet. Hang on. That's dried. Lovely colour, hasn't it? Really nice. Oh, sorry. They do, don't they, Maria? They look lovely on this rag paper. It's lovely paper. I think it's called Cardi paper. I'll stick a bit of ribbon on here. Some nice baby ribbon. So cut that right there. That'll look nice, won't it? If I go down with my, hopefully it won't lift the paper. There we are. Put my baby ribbon on. Oops. That. And then next to it a blue. They do go nice together, don't they? You've no sound, Wendy. Have you clicked it off by any chance? If you hover at the bottom, on the right hand side, you'll see the sound thing. The speaker. Double check that it's not been switched off. And then we can place our little girl on. On here, I want to stamp a sentiment, and it's one that's off a Stamps by Me. I've had this ages, but it's a lovely one that says "Always thinking of you," and I really liked that. So I'm not obviously it won't go in the platform. So this is a once only. If I muck it up, I muck it up. So I want that up there. Oh, let me get rid of that off the end. Okay. If I hold that down a minute. Oh, thanks, Jane. Of course you can't hear me. Well, time is getting on. I should be in bed, shouldn't I? Oh, silly old fool. Okay, that's gone on okay. So I'm going to glue her on now, like that. That needs to be a bit pink, doesn't it? Just want to get my pink and do a bit of pink in there like that, because that was white. Okay, so let's do a placement where they might be. So she's lost her balloons, and the doggy's lost his balloon, and we can have one up there like that. That'd be nice, won't it? So let's stick her on. Oh, yeah, if you go online, Lozzie, and find the Sticks To permanent glue pen, you can go on the Sticks To website, because the best of these are, I'll show you just a second. The best of these is you can open them at the bottom pop that up. And can you see that cartridge comes out and you can get replacement cartridges. So better for the environment and everything. Yeah, it does say it's going to rain all day. Oh, you're back now, are you, Wendy? Good. Thanks, Jane. So let's put this little balloon. I think I'll have it today. He's got it in his mouth. He's holding on to his, Luke. I'm putting balloons up in the sky, I think, as a memory. Balloons in the sky. Setting off balloons. Could have done with a candle, couldn't we? That would have been nice. And one more little balloon there. Just go in there. I think we'll put some gems on. So, yeah, rain all day means a craft day. Oh yeah. Well, that'd be nice. Lozzie, have a bit of time for yourself. Right, I'm going to put some gems on. I'm not going to move that. I am not putting glitter on. I am putting gems on. Yay! So we'll have a gem on that balloon. Little one on that one. Little one on that pink one. Little blue one. There we are. I think that's it. What do you think? No glitter, just gems. I'll go straight to the doctors from here. Yeah, they're just gems, yeah. Just normal sparkly gems. Do you like that? Do you like that page? It's nice, isn't it? Just a little remembrance for this week for those that have had loss. Just going to use my Imala gel pen and do a little bit of highlight on there. She's lovely, isn't she? It's a lovely stamp, this, it really is. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Christine. Right, so that, my darlings, is it for tonight. This is a bit of a bigger card. It's a bit mucky, but you can have a look what we've made. Can't even find what I've made. Here we are. So those are our makes for tonight. We've done our page for this week, and we've done a calendar. Oh, thank you, Becky. Thank you, Andrea. Here comes the glitter. I might just add some later, and when nobody's looking, you know, you might just get the better of me, and I might just have to add a little bit. Thanks, Karen. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed it, and thank you so much for joining me. It's so lovely chatting with you all and spending our one evening a week together. Good night, everyone, and thanks again. Take care. Bye-bye.